Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Hope. If you are new, if you are true, what's good? How is your journey? How are you doing? So in today's video, I am going to pretty much answer some of the questions that I've gotten since I've stopped taking Zepbound. A lot of these questions come from other videos, and a lot of these questions actually are things that I did have concerns about before stopping, and some of them really I never even thought about. So I'm kind of glad you guys asked those questions. So if you're curious, or you're wanting to taper down, you're wanting to stop cold turkey, however you want to do it, if you're curious as to what life is like after graduating from a GLP-1, stay tuned. Wait, have you subscribed? If you haven't, you need to hit the button and subscribe, because we losing weight over here. We getting our healthy self. We're getting our best self. Subscribe. Now, I started my Zepbound journey back in February. I lost 60 pounds. I hit my goal weight. When I hit my goal weight, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just stop. I didn't go any further than 7.5 milligrams. I think it goes up to 15. I didn't go that high. I didn't need that much for my body. My PCOS and my sleep apnea actually works really, really well on it, which I was so thankful for. And you don't realize how sick your body is until you take something that kind of puts it all in, regulates it all. So since stopping, one of the questions that I've gotten is, did I gain any of it back at all? Now, I have gained 3 pounds. Mind you, I've been off for maybe about 3 months now. So I did gain 3 pounds or so, but that's because once you stop, not even going to hold you, those cravings do come back. You got to understand the way Zepbound works. Zepbound has 2 medications that pretty much controls your hunger, speeds up your metabolism, and is also an anti-inflammatory. So you are going to gain some weight. A lot of it is water weight because it is an anti-inflammatory. Now keep in mind, I did not taper down. I did not, because I was just at 7.5. Now if you're at 15, I do suggest that you do, instead of just stopping cold turkey. But I stopped cold turkey, and I could tell when the medicine was honestly out of my system. And probably about a week or so after taking it, I think I still had probably about 2 vials. So I was like, you know what? Let me just slow down how often I take it until my vials were gone. And then that's it. I just didn't order anymore. Now my hunger for probably about maybe a month or so after that, that's when it started kicking back in. It felt like the Zepbound was still in my system for a hot minute. And afterwards is just like everything left, but it did come back, and I started craving sweets and things like that. And because I have PCOS and I'm insulin resistant, all of that plays a big part into why my stomach came back a little bit. Zepbound is anti-inflammatory, so it actually pretty much takes out all of that water weight. So it did change my body. I did notice some changes in my body. Like as of right now, I kind of got a little poof in my pants. They still fit just fine, but there's like a little poof where my stomach is. That's PCOS belly. But yeah, I did gain 3 pounds, but I have been working, and now I realize not only do I need to move my body a lot more, but I do need to focus on how many calories I'm eating, how many carbs. Carbs are big for me. How many carbs, and just what I'm putting into my body. Now, question 2, of course, is your hunger changes. Your food noise comes back. That's normal. That's because with GLP-1s, the chemical is blocking out the food noise. So yes, it is coming back. Your little voice on your shoulder that's telling you to eat constantly, it is back. It is there. Now, when you do have things like PCOS, it's a little stronger. So GLP-1s taught me that it is possible to not only kind of ignore my food noise, it's possible to substitute things that I want. Like if I want ice cream, I can either make my own with a Ninja Foodie that is not as, just unhealthy. And I can just figure out how to substitute certain things. Now, every once in a while, of course, because I am an adult with adult money, I'm just not going to deprive myself of something if I want it. So, because that's just not living life to me. It's all about moderation, how you handle things, and of course, moving your body, drinking enough water, still getting those nutrients. So yes, the food noise does come back. And it's up to you how you handle it and whether or not you have thought out your process when your food noise does come back. So it's no secret that GLP-1s actually speed up your metabolism. This is what they do, and that helps you burn fat at a rate that you probably would never burn fat at normally. And this is okay. This is totally okay. My metabolism, I'm assuming, is probably a little normal, but I have seen research, studies saying that people who stop GLP-1s or stop, certain diets, their metabolism is kind of sort of all out of whack. So this is where planning your meals, planning your intake of what type of foods you're going to eat, things like that comes in handy. I mean, that's key. If you get off and you feel that your metabolism isn't really where it used to be, where it should be, things like that, then you need to slow down what you eat. You also need to be mindful of what you eat, how many calories are in it, how many carbs are in it. Me personally, I am starting to incorporate the Mediterranean diet into my diet. Now, I can't, as somebody who is not really big on vegetables, I can't just go, okay, nothing but fruits, vegetables, and nuts for, the rest of my life. I can't do that. I have to slowly incorporate it. And because I listen to my body and I understand how my body feels when I eat certain things. For instance, I had Burger King maybe about 2 or 3 days ago. Maybe a little longer than that. I think it was like National Hamburger Day. So Burger King had free bacon cheeseburgers. So I got one, purchased the drink, got the free bacon cheeseburger, and my body did not appreciate that at all whatsoever. So it's always good to listen to your body. I know a big fear for some people is gaining back the weight. And mind you, because everybody and their mama says that you're going to gain all the weight back. And mind you, I've been on Reddit, I have read stories, I have been in these Facebook groups, and I have seen people who within like 2 or 3 months, they've gained back the weight. This is why planning is so big. Working with a dietitian, working with a nutritionist, working with your primary care doctor. This is so important. It's so important to have a team because guess what? You're not going to be able to kind of fight this on your own. You kind of need support. You need, like for instance, you need a support buddy whenever you get hungry and you want someone to, talk you out of getting ice cream. It's like AA. You need a sponsor, okay? You need a team. It is hard. And these habits, you can learn them. It's just starting out with those habits is just so difficult, and that is okay. That's normal. Like I said, I'm starting the Mediterranean diet. I'm not going just full blown Mediterranean diet. I'm incorporating certain things. So yes, it is hard. So yes, it is, picking up those good habits. Do I like working out? No. I worked out one time at 12 in the morning because I knew I hadn't done it that day. I didn't get my steps in. It's incorporating those small habits. So when you fear regaining the weight, when you have a solid plan, like that fear is gone. And mind you, I have sat and read other people's stories and it kind of made me a little nervous. And I don't suggest reading people's, sob stories. Read the success stories. That gives you hope. That lets you know that it can be done. These people also tell you how they do it. And mind you, everybody is different. If you have, autoimmune issues or PCOS or HS. I have HS, PCOS, and I've noticed that my HS actually has not flared up. So they say PCOS also contributes to sleep apnea, which I have as well. So, just narrowing down your issues, so to speak, and having a plan and having a support team or a sponsor just makes a world of difference. One thing that GLP-1s have taught me is that my body needs certain things. My body needs nutrients and needs vitamins. People, when we take GLP-1s, we honestly don't get the nutrition that we need because we're not eating. And even if you're drinking a ton of water, you're still not getting certain vitamins and nutrition. So supplements are key. And they actually have GLP-1 supplements. I will link below my Amazon storefront, which actually has, just a section for those of you who are on GLP-1s and those of us who have graduated. So that way, just everything is in one spot. I mean, because we really do need help. We need support here. There are certain vitamins, and they actually have GLP-1 vitamins. If you have PCOS, there are actual PCOS vitamins. Later on, probably this week, I will be uploading another video that shows you guys what I'm taking and what the things that I use personally. I'm going to upload that because I've gotten questions about that. I decided to put that in another video instead of taking a lot of time in this video to show you actually what I take. So I will be uploading that, but in the meantime, I'm going to put my Amazon storefront down below, and that way you guys can see, you know, help you out on your journey, some things that will be a good idea for, you know, you to take to get your nutrition. Another thing that is pretty big, I think this question popped up a couple of days ago, is hair loss. PCOS takes your hair, which sucks. GLP-1s take your hair. Now my hair is still coming out. I hate this. So I am now taking something for it. I'm taking a biotin and collagen. And because I'm not really good when it comes to pills, I either need powder so I can put it in a smoothie or gummies. So I'll link all that below. But yes, you do need nutrients in your body. And because of this, you know, you'll feel other things. I've ended up in the hospital before because I didn't have enough sodium and electrolytes. Who would have thought that? And when I say I was pretty much dragging myself to get to the car and nobody came to pick me up. I thought about dialing 911, you know, get the ambulance here, but I was like, maybe I can drive there. When I say once they gave me the sodium, I was a completely different person, okay? So never neglect your nutrients, your vitamins, and of course, you know, water. I'm terrible at that. We know. But that was another question I had, you know, what do you take? Hair's falling out, things like that. Trust me, we have options. Now, my last question that I got was, do you regret stopping GLP-1? I regretted for like 2 seconds when I saw a comment saying that I probably wouldn't be successful because I did not, you know, go down to the 5 and then in 2.5. I didn't. Don't worry, I had a plan when I stopped. I know my body. I'm almost 36. I've been in this body for 36 years, and yet granted it does change. And she did change. But I am so much more aware of my body now. And I listen to my body. I listen to those cues. I understand, like when I had the Burger King, oh, my body was like, never again. Never again. I'm talking about I shut down for probably about 3 or 4 hours. I completely could not, I had to lay down. And when you are insulin resistant, there's some things that can pretty much overwhelm you and overwhelm your body. Therefore, I learned that instead of eating what tastes really good to me, I need to eat what my body needs. I've had it for 36 years. It is super expensive being unhealthy. I'd rather put that $100 towards food than towards a doctor bill or medication. So now another question was, how was my blood work? My blood pressure is, oh my goodness, it's amazing. Like I've been to the hospital about my blood pressure. Like I've been straight up to the hospital because of my blood pressure. I used to take 3 blood pressure medicines. Right now I'm on 1. One day I'm going to actually just not take it for that day and check my blood pressure to see how it is. Like, how is it functioning? And mind you, whenever you put stuff in your body, it directly affects not only your mental health, but, you know, just your physical health. I've learned that I could eat something and it will make me feel bad and it will raise my blood pressure. And I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my body. I can feel when my body is like, yeah, no more. You can't eat this ever again. Listening to your body is key. So those have been my biggest questions so far. And I want to just, instead of answering comments for, you know, just one person, I wanted to make a video for everyone to see. It is not scary stopping GLP-1s. I promise you it's not scary. You just have to be smart about it. You have to have a plan. I am not somebody who is, and mind you, when I was on Wegovy, I gained everything back and more, okay? This ain't gonna happen again. I promise you this is not going to happen again because I'm going to work to make sure it doesn't. And this is work. Before in the past, it was just so much easier to just to go to the store and eat. Not anymore. I now know my cues. I now know when it feels like my insulin is dropping. I now know that I need to at least eat something every 2 to 3 hours in order to not feel like that. I may feel fine, you know, probably 3-4 hours in, but that doesn't mean that that's good for my body just because I don't feel anything. I need to eat, and I know this. I have a plan now. So now if you are on your own journey, GLP-1, or you're a grad and you want to see more videos like this, let me know down below. And of course, I love answering questions. If I get enough, I'll just do a part 2 to this video. And of course, I said I was going to let you guys in on just my supplements and all that stuff. That's going to be linked below. And I'm also going to be doing a video showing you exactly what I have, exactly what I've taken that didn't work. I know there's some things out there that are kind of like a fad, and you know, people swear up and down like GLP-1 patches and stuff. Don't worry, I am going to show you guys these things, and I'm going to let you know whether or not I think they work. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them below. And of course, I'm gonna see you in the next video.